Hi everyone. I have a very special message for someone today. Even though it is a collective reading, it's not going to resonate with everyone because it's very specific. So please don't force it to fit. If it's your reading, you will know, because it is a unique message. Excuse me. Um, for those who are on a specific path. So I pulled some cards earlier. And the first one I pulled for is the Tao. Where's the light? I can't see the light. The Tao is from the Kuan Yin Oracle deck, and it's number 38, which comes to 11, which is all new beginnings. And the message here is keep flowing like the river, keep nourishing yourself, because the solutions, you're already working with the solutions, even if you don't know it yet. You may feel a little bit lost or a little bit stuck and feeling like, why aren't things happening? Know that you're actually being invited into an advanced class, a spiritual class. So for those who are really working on their spiritual growth, this message is for you. So my name's Annemarie, by the way, and welcome back to my channel called Going Higher Intuitive Tarot. So this is really about returning to our perfection, not getting stuck in perfectionism. There's a difference there. We're all perfect as souls, and we've just forgotten, and we've gotten caught in our daily roles, and so we've lost that perfection, and we've become more and more degraded. So for those who are going on this special journey of really reconnecting with their authentic self, this message is for you. It's saying to remember to stay open to receiving and remember to surrender, because sometimes we kind of get in the way of God, the source, the divine, the universe, whatever you feel comfortable with. So we have to learn to trust that everything is unfolding as it needs to. And as long as I'm doing my bit, I have to learn to not force it. Okay, sometimes we get a bit impatient. And so if you're finding yourself getting a bit impatient and starting to want to control things, it's reminding you to stay flexible like the bamboo, like the river, and let go of that control. Okay, trust and know and trust that you've done the work and continue to do the work, but don't force things to happen. So it's a really beautiful message. And then the second message was the smoky mirror. So it's really reminding you because we all have light and shadow sides. We all have negative and positive. And often it's our shadow sides, our blind spots, that will pull us back in, or that will make the journey longer because we end up doing this rather than going forward. And we tend to sabotage ourselves, because we become self-destructive in our own thinking, and the old limiting beliefs creep in again. So it's really remembering to celebrate both your positive and your negative, your strengths and your weaknesses. Celebrate life as celebrate the misery and the courage. Celebrate the ugliness and the beauty. Okay, because we live in a world of contrast, so we need to embrace both. But take heart, because it's such a beautiful card, because it's reminding you that even though, sorry, I'm just looking at these other cards here, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. But take heart that ultimately it will show you that beauty and wonder once the fog lifts of the distortion that you may be seeing right now. Okay, sometimes we're working too hard, and we're working spiritually, I'm talking. I'm not talking about getting distracted in the external world. People think that that's hard work. Those who haven't begun their spiritual journey, or those who have, you will know what I'm talking about, the hard work, the inner hard work that we have to do. We have to face our own shadows. We have to face our own blind spots if we are genuinely wanting to go higher. Okay, because if we're being invited into an advanced class, it means we've done a lot of work. But it's time to, so these are the things that you need to release. Balance, which is really about stop going in and out, stop having 2 feet in both boats. Okay, if you've got 1 foot in each boat and they go this way, you're going to get torn apart. Okay, so learn to balance yourself and stay steady on where you truly want to go, which is clearly your spiritual journey. Okay, so stop going in and out, even if you don't think you are. When we've drawn the smoky mirror, it's reminding you that there are some shadow sides you need to look at, and this is not to beat yourself up. This is to help you get you to that next level. Okay, these are all our teaching tools, because remember, we're in a spiritual class on earth. Okay, and it's also reminding you that if you've been feeling isolated and lonely, again, stop trying to fit into where you don't fit. I don't fit, and I'm okay with that now. It's taken me a while. And sometimes it can feel like a lonely journey. But know that the spiritual journey is a journey of solitude, but you are never alone. That's what we've got to remember, because we feel we may not fit in the physical world, and why have all these people got all these friends, and why I'm a good person, why is, we need to sort of recognize that we're on a different path. And so we need to forgive ourselves for our own weaknesses, our own blind spots, our own shadow sides, and forgive ourselves for maybe not wanting to look at that in the past, but now being willing to, and forgive others for challenging us on our path. Let them go and let yourself go, so that you can, experience that freedom again. Freedom of the mind, freedom of the heart. Okay, so that's a really beautiful message. So I'm going to go into pull some tarot now. What else would you like the collective to know, please? And like I said, this is a very specific message, even though it is a collective reading. So please don't force it to fit. You will know. I'm sure those who are resonating with this will know instantly that this is your message. What else would you like them to know, please? So remember to, forgiveness is a one-person deal. Okay, forgiveness is for you. It's not for anyone else. It helps you break that karmic bond, because if I don't forgive someone, even if I think I have, but I'm still holding hurt or anger or resentment or frustration or disbelief or whatever it might be, I'm the one because I'm going to be ruminating. I'm the one that's going to be creating those thoughts about this person. And that's what keeps that karmic bond alive. So forgiving means to be able to let them go out of your mind. That's the true meaning of freedom. To not get pulled by other people's beliefs, opinions, words, actions. Okay, Ace of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, the Tower, 10 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, and the 5 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. So it's saying you're moving forward, you're very resourceful, you have a lot of support. Let go of whatever hurt you may still be carrying, and remember, because you need to let go, Keep things close to your chest, like so you don't need other people to know what you're doing. If they're not interested, if they're going to knock you for whatever you're trying to do, let them go. Don't try and over-explain yourself. But you're accepting that fate, and you're flowing with the wheel, which is beautiful. You trust whatever the universe is bringing you. So, and you're a great manifester. You manifest beautifully. So remember, Five of Cups is about grief and feeling regret and feeling sad and grieving because there's been some loss or several losses. But remember, this cup doesn't show it, but in other decks it shows 3 cups knocked down, and the person focusing on the 3 cups that are knocked down but doesn't recognize the 2 cups still standing behind them. So as a spiritual being, we are so resourceful, and there's always another way. And remember to keep going with your leftovers. You've still got 2 cups standing. Okay, that's the bottom of the deck. And then the 4 of Cups is really about listening to your heart and follow your knowing, so that you can let go, so you don't hang on so tight, because you're already on your way. It's no good kind of leaving the city with all your belongings and then constantly looking back and wondering and wishing, but still going, no, this is where I've got to go, but not quite letting go of the past. Okay, so really beautiful message there. Oops. So the Ace of Swords, lots of clarity, and the Queen of Swords. So you're cutting through a lot of illusion. The Five of Pentacles, again, you may feel like you've been left out in the cold, but know that you are never alone. Okay, if you focus on being left out in the cold because others might not agree with your path, they might not agree, period. So there has been some hurt. You may have suffered a broken heart, but you've been through the Tower. You've been through some major changes. 10 of Pentacles, that's what you're going towards. So stay true to your path. Stay true. I know. I've been on a big healing journey over the last 12 months. Incredibly painful. So I get this. The Tower, learn again, surrender. Okay, because that's what you need to do. You need to surrender and keep trusting. Okay, some clarifications, please. Show me this Ace of Swords. I hope you can hear me. Testing a new mic. I've tried several mics. I've spent a small fortune on mics, and none of them have been working very well. The advertising has not been very good, so hopefully this one is better. Okay, Ace of Swords. There's the 4 of Cups again. Okay, let go. Let go. 9 of Wands, Wounded Warrior, and the 3 of Cups. Time to celebrate. You've done the hard work. If you're still feeling wounded, you got to let it go. Sorry, you got to let it go, because we can't hang on to it. We have to learn, especially, I'm going to keep reminding you, you are being invited to go into an advanced spiritual class. So you're going to get challenged more than the average person. Be aware of that. And for whatever reason, you've asked for this role to go to a higher class. So deep down, you know that you are worthy of it. And these challenges, these tests are here to ask you, are you really wanting to go up? Okay, it's saying celebrate, right? Show me this 5 of Pentacles. And stop being disappointed. Look, again, 3 cups. He's focusing on these, and he's not even noticing that the divine is trying to give him the best cup of all. He's just like, no. Okay, open up. Open up. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't, these readings are not meant to upset you. These readings are meant to help you move forward. Okay, these readings are meant to give you some clarity, some guidance, and sometimes the things like our shadows, especially when we're already on this path and then we go, oh, what more shadows? I thought I dealt with those shadows. Those shadows are going to keep popping up until I don't react to them anymore. That's when I know I'm healed from it. And I won't know I'm healed from it until it pops up in front of my face. Okay, 5 of Pentacles, please. Two of Cups, 10 of Swords. So you've been left heartbroken by someone, and it could have been your divine counterpart. But you got the King of Wands, so you're stepping back into your power. You're a born leader. So these lessons are here to make us stronger. These lessons are here to help us recognize our inner tools. I say this with so much love because I understand the journey. I understand the process. It can be very painful, but once we start clearing through the fog of that distortion of what we thought was and start realizing what really is, then life becomes a bit more joyful. So, yeah, universe is trying to communicate with you. So open up and surrender. 3 of Swords, please. Six of Swords, Knight of Wands, and Page of Pentacles. Beautiful. So 6 of Wands, you've been transitioning. You're going from turbulent water to calm water. Can't even think of it. It's Knight of Wands, very brave, very passionate, very determined. And the Page of Pentacles, keep manifesting. You're a good manifester and you know what you want. Look how he's looking at that pentacle saying, yep, I know what I need to do. I know where I'm going. So you've learned to turn that pain in your heart because you're now seeing things exactly how they are and you understand why you've had to go through that to get where you are today. Okay, I'll just change decks for the last 3. Show me the Tower, please. So if you like how I read, if you're getting some benefit, please remember to like, share and subscribe. And better yet, please remember to comment because it does help me and it also helps build the channel. Okay, I'm rebuilding my whole life, my whole online presence as for the last, well, not even 12 months. Already we've been back online maybe 4 months. I deleted all my social media and starting fresh just to have a fresh start. So, yeah, please remember to subscribe. Okay, wow, yeah. So someone who's been, so this feels very much like a romantic partner left you to bleed out, and now they're caught in that. Either you're still in that anxious and depressed cycle, or it's left them in that anxious and depressed cycle. Either way, someone is having a lot of sleepless nights. Let me know if it's you or if it's the person you had to leave behind. Because again, in this deck, this card looks quite beautiful. It's like she's just walking away, right? She's had enough, she's walking to the light. But in other decks, it actually shows someone lying planted face down and 10 swords in the back. So the 10 of Swords has been a very painful ending. You've got it, oh, there it is, you've got it twice. So it's been a very, very painful, very cruel, and I can absolutely relate to that. So I send you love and light because I know it's a painful journey, but know that you have support. Okay, I do also have another channel called Unapologetically Loving Myself. Sorry, I shouldn't be. I hope you heard all that. I do have another channel called Unapologetically Loving Myself if you need a bit of support to help heal your heart. And I specifically deal with women, even though I am happy to support anyone, dealing or helping them recover and rebuild from narcissistic and toxic relationships. So feel free to join me on that channel as well. But yeah, so you've had a very painful ending. So this could be, but you've gone through your tower. Maybe the tower was for you to work through that. Where am I? Work through all that anxiety and depression, and maybe it's saying, listen to your intuition. Let your creativity open up again. That can be the other side of the Knight of Cups. Okay. All right. Show me this Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to keep this reasonably short because I need to get to a meditation class. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. Page of Wands, look how happy she is. High Priestess and Six of Pentacles. Okay, so you're really stepping into that abundance, and there's the Five of Cups again. Stop focusing on what you've lost. Stop focusing. If you've had someone in your life in the past who was breadcrumbing you, I don't like this card. This card's supposed to be a card of equal give and receive. And this card kind of represents that more. In other cards, there's someone lording over someone else and throwing coins at them. And I find that very breadcrumby energy. But if we look from the positive side, you know, maybe it's finally your turn that you're receiving, that you're getting this equal give and receive. So stay enthusiastic, use that new spark to keep driving you forward. Step into that Ten of Pentacles. You know, listen to your intuition. You have that higher knowing. You have that higher knowing. You have that higher knowing. Okay? Just keep working on your shadow sides. Keep working on your blind spots. And keep things close to your chest. Because others are going to challenge you on that. And you don't need added challenges. Okay? Queen of Swords, please. Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords, King of Cups, and the Fool. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords again. You are definitely transitioning. Okay, you know what you want. Whoops, and you're going for it. So beautiful. You're going for it. So Seven of Swords. Now, this could be someone around you who is being very sneaky and wanting to steal your energy and thinking they can still get away with it. On the other hand, this could be your own shadow. Okay, see, take it how it fits for you. Could be both. Okay, if you've been dealing with someone very sneaky, you may still be questioning yourself. And so you may be denying some shadows that you're not aware of. So don't beat yourself up. Remember forgiveness. But you've got the Fool. You're taking that leap of faith, new beginnings. You've got lots of, this is 38, which is 1, which becomes 11. This is 47, which becomes 11. Okay, so lots of new beginnings. And this is 0. Start of the deck, start of the tarot deck. You're taking that leap of faith. See how she's falling backwards, like into that light, water of light. And the King of Cups means you're very self-regulated. oh, excuse me, self-regulated, very intuitive. Could be someone coming in, male or female, masculine or feminine. But don't get involved if you're not ready. Don't let them love bomb you. Okay, because this is supposed to be a very self-regulated emotionally and spiritually. It's a very beautiful king. So you take that lead. You know, don't let someone else be that for you. You be it for yourself. Okay, take that leap of faith. All right. Just a little bit of advice. What advice do you have, please, for the collective? Oops, upside down. And then we'll finish up with a bit of wisdom for you. All right. Now, a bit of advice, please. What advice do you have for the collective? Just 2 or 3 cards, please. Oops, oh, there's 4 there. Okay, that will do. Okay, be loyal to what you love. Be loyal to what you love. And remain playful, okay, which is very important with the balance and the loneliness. Okay, you don't need people to play. I love going out and playing on the swings when there's no kids around, because kids look at you weird, and so do parents these days. But you know, I love playing on the swings because it's time to heal. Nice. And remember that good and bad, smoky and clear, nothing is wasted. Okay, so everything has benefit. I hope that makes sense. Again, please drop it in the comments. So a bit of advice to finish up, please, to close up this reading for the collective, for whoever this is specific for. What wisdom do you have, please? Just 1 or 2 cards. I wanted to come out. Okay, we'll just do that one. I'll read the bottom of the deck. Fill up on the sweetness of life. Where are we? So this one is sparkling jewels. You've tapped into the universe's infinite flow of abundance, so accept your treasures with open wings and a grateful heart. How beautiful is that? You see that? So I hope you gain benefit. I'm going to read that again. You've tapped into the universe's infinite flow of abundance. So this is going into the Tao. The Tao is all about flowing into higher power. You've tapped into the universe's infinite flow of abundance, so accept your treasures with open wings and a grateful heart. On that note, I hope you got some benefit, and I look forward to see you next time. And lots of love for now.